Lord, increase our faith. Let Pope Francis says, faith makes us open to the quiet presence of God at every moment of our lives, in every person and in every situation. At this moment, I am reminded of a story. Once, a teacher and his disciple lived in an ashram. One day, the disciple was going somewhere. He hadn't gone too far when suddenly it started raining cats and dogs. He returned and told this problem to his teacher. The teacher said, "You should have faith in God. He will save you from all problems." The disciple obeyed and continued his journey. He kept reciting the name of God and cleared all the hurdles and difficulties. Next day, the teacher had to go on the same route. When he reached a deep drain, he doubted whether God would save him or not. The teacher then got drowned. My dear friends, doubt drowns us and faith saves us. Today's readings, especially the gospel reading, invite us to pray to the Lord to increase our faith. What's my prayer today? Do I have faith as that of a mustard seed? Let us ask ourselves. In the first reading, the prophet cries out to God about the violence and strife, asking how long God will ignore his people's suffering. God answers, commanding the prophet to write down the vision clearly, assuring him that the vision will surely come to pass. The key message is that the just person will live by their faithfulness, urging patient perseverance until God's promise is fulfilled. In the second reading, St. Paul urges Timothy to stir into flame the gift of God he received, reminding him that God has given a spirit of power, love, and self-control, not of cowardice. Timothy should not be ashamed to testify to the Lord and to bear hardship for the gospel, drawing strength from God. In the gospel, the apostles ask the Lord to increase their faith, and Jesus replies that even faith the size of a mustard seed could perform miracles. He then tells a parable about a servant who performs his duty and is not thanked for. He simply did what was commanded. Jesus concludes that when the disciples have done all they were commanded, they should say, "We are unprofitable servants. We have done what we were asked to do," emphasizing humble duty. What's our takeaway from today's liturgy of the word? First, the power of small faith and patience. We don't need great faith, but genuine faith, however small, is powerful enough to accomplish great things through God's power. This faith is also necessary to sustain us during our times of struggle and doubt. The apostles ask for more faith, but Jesus points out the power in even a small amount. The prophet Habakkuk is asked to wait patiently and trust that the just one, because of his faith, shall live even when facing overwhelming injustice. Second, service is a humble duty, not for recognition. Our service to God and others is not a favor we do for which we should expect a special reward or praise. It's simply our humble duty and obligation as followers of Christ. Jesus' parable about the servant coming in from the field concludes with the instruction to say, "We are all unprofitable servants. We have done only what we ought to have done." Luke chapter 17 verse 10. This teaches humility and a focus on obedience rather than entitlement. Third, respond to difficulty with trust and action. We are called to endure hardship for the sake of the gospel and not be ashamed of the testimony of the Lord. The gifts we have, like power, love, self-control, are meant to enable us for this challenging witness. When things are difficult and God's intervention seems absent, we must trust that He will not disappoint us. We are called to wait with faith, not to act rashly. Am I ready to exhibit great faith, serve God and others without expecting anything in return, and respond to difficulty with trust and action? Let us ask ourselves. Have a faith increasing Sunday. Live Jesus.